Test, test. 1, 2. I don't know what happened there. We lost connection, I guess. Weird. All right, let's bring it back. That was my first disconnect ever.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nice. Still got to get that vocal drop in there, though. I'm just checking the stream. We got disconnected before. Don't know why. YouTube, you know. Maybe I should Twitch. I don't know. All right. So, these vocals I'm not 110% with.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Don't even hear that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So, it's probably... Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I smell your fear. I smell your fear.
Oh, man. No.
I don't give a fuck.
Fuck you.
Jeez, take it easy there. Man. Holy moly.
Right.
Nope. Yep. Nope.
1, 2, 3, 4. One,
Oh, that made it clearer.
2,
Uh-huh.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so
1, 2, 3, 4.
vocal.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so
1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah.
3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. So I don't know if I lost my last, I guess we'll say hour or a little over an hour of a live stream. So I'm going to play this from beginning to end and do a recap and say from the previous episode of episode 2, we were starting a song from scratch. Nice, heavy, filthy dubstep song, I guess we'll call it. And yeah, that's about it. This is where we're at. Oh, and by the way, last time on the on the previous live stream, we were only this far. So we got this much more done that we might have just lost live. actually quits right about there. All right. So I think we're pretty good. We can say that's a wrap for composition. Now, we have to mix down this. I mean, I've been kind of doing it as I've been going along, compressor, EQ, sidechain, etc. But we need to get this ready for mastering, and everything is running a little hot. So first, I'm going to grab every track, and even though I have certain volumes on each tracks, like as you can see, -6, -4, I highlight all, just like so. And then I say I want -6 dB. So it's subtracting -6 plus whatever I had already turned down. That's one of the quickest ways that I usually do a mix down as for volume control, so that on our master, if I turn off the limiter, we want to hit around -6 dB on the loudest part of the song. So just say the drop. Okay, so we're going past a little bit of -6 dB. So what I'm going to do is say -5 on the ceiling to tame that down. That way, any of my peaks, which I can tell it's the snare, I could easily go in and dial that down here, but I want the snare hot. So yeah, that's how I do it. And of course, it's quieter. So then now, save. We're going to export this. And no MP3, just the wave. No dither, no nothing. We're going to say export. This was Studio Time episode. And we'll just leave it at that for now. Well, put mix in. Have that rendered down. Then we're going to leave this project, start a fresh project at 150 BPM. Hey, thank you. Happy birthday to this guy. And what was I saying? Render this down, open a new track, 150 BPM, bring that one track into the DAW, and then we will start mastering. Yeah. Good old Cafe Mocha. Tim Hortons. All right, let's go. New live set. It's gonna load my pre-made workflow project. I'm gonna delete all that. Audio track, delete that. Delete the limiter that I have on. Go to that song. Music, Ableton, Studio Time, Mix. Bring that in. Nice size wave. Everything is, what's the word? Cohesive? No. All right, loudest part of the song. Right there. Master. We're going to bring in the old isotope ozone. Ozone 9. A proud owner of this. Now, just to get my feet wet, master assist. We're going to leave it on streaming, medium, modern. I'm not going to go high because I can do that myself. Next, and listen. All right. So I didn't need multi-band dynamics because I already had that in the song. It looks like I wanted to boost up the low and the mid lows and cut on those highs because I love those crisps so much. But when you hear it, I make you go deaf. All right. Dynamic EQ. That's pretty good right there. I'm going to bring these guys up just a little bit. Maximizer, don't touch yet. First, I'll bring in the imager. And this video card is awesome. Everything is running so great. All right, 2 and 10K. So that's 120K, 2K, 10K. Solo, mono. Good. Mid-low. That's actually sitting pretty good already. That one can go up just a smidge. And those very piercing highs. Okay. Now, what else do I normally do? EQ2. Do right there. And first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to brick wall this. Good. So now that it's nice and loud, the old loudness wars, tonal balance control, and let's see where my bands are sitting. Bass heavy, leave it right there. And I have a feeling this is going to be pretty low on the sub end of things. What a mess. So from here, EQ2 that I recently grabbed, I'm going to switch that EQ2 to digital. Is it digital? Yeah, we'll do digital. That's cool. Then over here, that one is that. We're going to have this be a bell. Wow, that's intense. I don't want it to be that much. Let's go back to analog. Dude, where did that go? Nope. This one. It like went off the screen. And it only looks like this here. Okay. Same goes for this. Man. That is way too much. Way too much. All right, one more. Low end focus. We're going to bring that before everything. Before the dynamic, definitely. Punch, bump, bump. Bring it into 120-ish. All right, for those of you that are just tuning in, we finished the song, we mixed it down, and now we're doing the mastering process. I made sure I had plenty of headroom, negative 6 dB, broke out Ozone 9, ran Master Assistant just to get my feet wet, to get me started, and then I tweaked and added more, and now I'm making my tweaks, or continuing on making my changes, and looking at tonal balance control here to make sure that each band under the bass heavy category of music fits in those bands, because in that way this track will sound good on any system: earbuds, laptop, car, sound system, club, yada yada yada. Through the roof. Look at that. Is it gonna come back? It's so out there. Look at that. It's gonna take a long time. Oh, no. All right. Here it is. All together. All together. Man. Now I need to add one more. This is going to go over here. We're going to do the, is it the brick wall? Yeah. Because pretty much everything from even 30 hertz and on, your ears can't hear it. And just by cleaning that up, even if you did do a brick wall like what I'm doing, or you could do like a slope, it's gonna make your master or your mix punch more because you're cleaning up the mud. All right, A and B off. On. So I can tell that I'm a little weak in the low mids. And as you can see, I tried bumping it up here in the EQ. I'm actually going to bring that back down. And I'm going to excite it. So the trick to this, if you use triode, you want to turn it up the amount until distortion comes into play. If you have a little bit of distortion, that's good. It usually helps. It's weird. I can't explain it, but it helps brighten out those frequencies, those transients and whatnot. Hence excite. So just by doing that, we got this to come up a little bit more. Nothing crazy, but it's little steps is what you do. So then now we'll go back to the EQ here, and instead of having this go through the roof, trying to raise that up, we can bring it up a smidge and see if it helps. All right, now the MP3 test. We're going to go to codec right here, turn it on, pretend that it's an MP3 mimic, 320 kilobytes. So then that means you downloaded the track from iTunes, from any artist that you choose. And when you are listening to that, if the mix, when the track is mastered, if the ceiling is up too high, then when it's converted into an MP3, the MP3 is compressed and it adds distortion to the overall track. So this mimics the idea to let you know that yes, you're going to have your final wave or IF file for your master, your main one that you play in a club, but like for your cell phones and everything else, MP3, you want to make sure you're not going to be going past 0 dB on your master. So by having this turned on, this will tell us if we are clipping. So you can tell that the closest we get to 0 is negative 0.06. That's good. Once in a blue moon, if like the little tip, the transient of your snare kind of goes above 0 just by a smidge, not like by 1 or 2 dB, but just a little, then you're okay. But it's best to stay under. And the trick to that is if you are peaking as you are mimicking the MP3, as it's showing you that it's peaking, you're going to go to your maximizer in Ozone, that is, or if you're using, oh God, what's it called? I forget the other plugin. Either way, you're going to mess around with your ceiling. So if I was to make this ceiling go up while listening in an MP3 world, it's going to get louder, which is awesome. It's what we want. But then you'll start to notice that we will be clipping in the MP3 world. So watch. So now if I turn off the MP3 mimic and press play, we're not peaking because the maximizer is brick walling it, to the point. But if you render this down as is, when it turns into an MP3 down the road, it will clip. So you got to make sure that you watch your ceiling level when trying to mimic the MP3. Then you just turn it off once you know you're good, and we're good. And there you have it. DJ Bone, episode 3, live. Yeah. Cool. Live session part 3. All right. So what I will do is I am going to export this beautiful bean footage with the MP3, because now we're safe to do that. Dither, don't need it. Already turned it on in isotope, which was right here. Just turned it on, left it at medium, high, 16 CD quality, etc. And I'm going to put it in a link in the description below of this video, and you can download it if you want. I mean, if you don't have to, but it'll be there if you want to listen to it and mingle and all of that. All right, guys, but thanks for tuning in, and we'll definitely be doing more of these. I'm going to make sure that I keep my language down, because I have a gut feeling that's why I got cut off, because I was throwing some words that weren't very clean, and that might have been why we got shut down. So yeah, until next time, guys, I will see you on the flip side, and peace.